you light up the path.
Universidad Autónoma del Estado de México, Facultad de Lenguas, Computer Assisted Language Learning Call. In the perspective of the interactive approach, advantages and apprehension, activity number 9, Licenciatura en Lenguas, Eduardo Gómez. Well, in this presentation we will talk about the advantages and apprehensions of the use of the computer in teaching a second language. Computers can make an excellent teaching tool in teaching language in any aspect, be it vocabulary, grammar, composition, pronunciation, or other linguistic and pragmatics communicative skills. First of all, we have the set of advantages that we can have if we use the computer in teaching a second language. Well, the use of the computer in teaching a second language raises interest and motivation of the students, as it can be seen as a novelty, and we can teach the language in a different and more interesting and attractive way, as we can present language through animated graphics, games, or problem-solving techniques. As well, computers allows the individualization. The computer offers students self-instructional tasks that let them master prerequisite skills and course objectives at a speed of level dictated by their own needs. That is something really important, that the computer can adapt to the needs of the students. And as a matter of fact, there is a compatible learning style. The computer can be used for adapting instruction to the unique styles of individuals. The computer allows us to have or get different resources, and those different resources have different characteristics which can fit in each one of the styles of learning, and owed to that there is an optimal use of learning time, as the computer permits learners to acquire specific information and practice specific skills by helping the student develop basic tools of learning they can apply in a wide variety of settings. With the use of the computer, we have a more real content that can feel closer to the another really useful point that computers allows to have is the immediate feedback. The computer can give instantaneous feedback, and as well this kind of feedback is more specific. It's not just to say if the answer is right or wrong, it's all about saying why is it wrong and what area is wrong, and then we can have an error analysis which can serve to the teacher to determine the most common errors and give an appropriate feedback. Another really important tool that we can have in the computers is the word processor, that encourages practice in guided free writing activities, together with a number of sub-skills and aspects of paragraphing, register, style, cohesion, rhetorical structure, lexical choice, and expression. And the most important is that we can have all those aspects in just one program without the need of changing the program or learning to use a new program. And the students do the writing in a different way, in which they are not feeling that pressure on them to take care take a lot of care about the writing. And another and final advantage is the predetermined to process syllabus. A microprocessor can enhance the learning process from a predetermined syllabus to an emerging process syllabus. And finally, well, nowadays we have really different programs to teach a second language, but each time we can see that they are becoming more sophisticated, and with the time they will become even more sophisticated that we once we know it. Then we go on with the apprehension. One fear a fear of the teacher is a fear to be replaced by the computer, but it seems so far because the computer has some characteristic that teacher have that support that the teacher can provide to the students. It's really different from the one the computer can provide, and the computer is just a machine. Then we have the language lab versus the computer. Laboratories in many countries fell into this use, and that was owed to the fact that most of them were tied to one particular form or methodology, which limited all software is missing a chance to exploit a computer's potential. Call versus toll. Computer-assisted language learning contrasts with textbook-assisted language learning demands certain extra skills such as typography, graphic design, or paper making, and the lack of which panics the teacher and the thought alike. And then we have that there is a big difference, and it can be seen as advantage the new tools and characteristic that the computer has to teach a second language. Is it a problem or a challenge? The next generation of teacher learners will be part of a computer generation. They will take for granted the skills demanded by the computer technology. Then, a call coursework is not perfect in every way, but that is far better than any other existing teaching aid. To conclude, I would like to say that the computer can best assist teacher if it is not seen as a replacement, but as a supplement to teach. But it has to use creatively, and it will enable the students to receive individualized attention from both teachers.